eager but afraid. Everything for now a masquerade. Or to be yourself, isn't it a bore? Dancing alone in the shadows. Honey, you're ready if you're here. Why don't you do it? Instead of trying to hide it on the inside, instead of trying to tell the world a lie, show me your pride. Show me your pride. Forget about the lying, how you shine. I wanna see you kiss your shame goodbye. Show me your pride. Show me your pride. I know you're terrified and excited too. A roller coaster ride in front of you. What you waiting for? Take a leap of faith into the arms of your family. Honey, you're ready as they come. You've gotta do it. Instead of trying to hide it on the inside, instead of trying to tell the world a lie, show me your pride. Show me your pride. Forget about the lying, how you shine. I wanna see you kiss your shame goodbye. Show me your pride. Show me your pride. Believe me, darling, I know how you feel. Before I received my calling to become Coco, there was a time when even I lived in the shadows. But those queens that came before me called out from the past, and our rich history was revealed to me. They taught me that we create the life we want to live. A life lived free of shame. A life lived out loud, proud, and just a little bit ridiculous. Instead of trying to hide it on the inside, instead of trying to tell the world a lie, show me your pride. Show me your pride. Forget about the lying, how you shine. I wanna see you kiss your shame goodbye. Show me your pride. Show me your pride. Forget about the lying, how you shine. I wanna see you kiss your shame goodbye. Show me your pride. Show me your pride. Oh, come on. I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
That was the new song, or the new song by Coco Peru. That's her song called Show Me Your Pride, obviously. And it's good. It's a good, catchy dance tune. I'm sure that's the way it was orchestrated and sounds great. And it's got a great message. I really love it. So you can download your copy of Show Me Your Pride on iTunes now if you're interested. Definitely a good dance song. I'm sure I'll be playing it in the club somewhere. Those people who still go to the clubs, unlike me. Welcome to Gay Mass. Thanks for joining us today. I'm doing an early show because I've got things to do tomorrow. I've got to get up early for meetings and stuff, so earlier than usual. So I have to be in bed like a good little boy tonight, earlier than normal, so I can get up. So as you know, it's difficult for me to get up in the mornings. Not that way, obviously, but it's difficult for me to get out of bed in the morning, I should say. So if you have the same problem I have, you understand I'm a night owl, and it's hard for me to get up early in the morning. But anyway, thanks for coming to the show. If you're listening live, thank you. If you're not, you can you're probably listening in the archives, and I appreciate that as well. You can always check out all of my shows at offlimitshow.com from this year. Also, all of the shows are in archive on the site Spreaker.com. And also, you can listen, of course, on... Excuse me. You can listen, of course, on iTunes. If you search for Gay Mass on iTunes, you can listen to all the Gay Mass shows. You can listen to the Brain Purge shows I do there as well. Search for Brain Purge. And also on Off Limits shows on iTunes. So I'm all over the place, so just look for me, and I'm there somewhere. So thanks for listening, all you gay people out there, and those of you who aren't, thanks for joining us and being a gay supporter, gay ally. We appreciate it. So it's, what is it? It's 5 o'clock almost here, Central Time. time. And in the gay news today, what's going on in the gay world? Well, there's obviously the Coco Peru song I just told you about. She just released. Good song. I interviewed Coco Peru a few months ago, I think, about 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, maybe 2 months ago. I'm not sure. But if you want to check out the interview with her, you can go to my website, offlimitshow.com, and check out that interview as well. Speaking of interviews, I did an interview with Jack McEnroth as well a couple weeks after her. I think the week after, actually. Jack McEnroth was a contestant on Project Runway, and he's also an HIV advocate, and also very, very hot model, a very gorgeous man, physically just beautiful, physically all over, top to bottom. And you can see his nude pictures online, by the way, if you want to search for him. But you can see a beautiful, hot picture of him on our Facebook page, on Twitter, as well as on the webpage, offlimitshow.com. But anyway, I did an interview with him, and he's gotten over 1,000 listens from the last month or so, whenever it was. So that's great. I'm glad people are interested in listening to him, I think partly because he's so hot, and also because he talks a lot in the interview about the scoop, behind-the-scenes scoop of Project Runway, no holds barred type of truth about what goes on behind the show and how the producers actually do the show. Although, of course, the people on the show would probably deny it. But anyway, it's interesting, so let's check that out as well. Jonah Hill's in trouble because he has been recently, he said, he called a TMZ reporter. He said, shut the fuck up or back off faggot or something like that. Something faggot. I can't remember exactly what it was. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So he's in trouble because of what he said, calling somebody a faggot, using a homophobic slur, basically, at a photographer. And he said, quote, suck my dick, you faggot, is what he said. Now, Jonah Hill's been in a lot of kind of frat boy type movies, and he's been in, of course, that movie, The Wolf of Wall Street. He was really good in it. He's a good actor, actually. But he's not somebody I would think would be homophobic, but maybe he is. I don't know. But the fact that he would use that slur and actually say that he used the word faggot is just wrong and unjustified. Just as when what's his name? Alec Baldwin did it and has been using that epithet for many, many situations, and so it's wrong for him as well. And I don't think it's right for anybody to use the word faggot if you're not gay. And I don't like the people who use the word faggot anyway. Even as a term of endearment towards other gay people, I think it's stupid. It's sort of like the N-word. I think the N-word is not okay to really. I don't think it's good for okay. Excuse me. I don't think it's good for people black to say the N-word ever, but people do it. And I think it's acceptable for black people to say it to one another because it is their word. They take the power back from that word. But when you're using the F word, faggot, among gay people, I know a lot of gay people, gay guys, who will say, oh, you're such a faggot, or oh my God, such a faggot, or whatever, kind of just in jest or whatever. But to me, it's sort of internalized homophobia if you're using that word faggot that way, because you're actually saying, even if you're using it towards another gay person, you, I think, could be doing the same thing that black people have done with the N-word and taking the power out of it by using it against one another or with one another. And so I think that's one way of looking at it. The other way of looking at it is that it's internalized homophobia, and that if someone's using it, for example, as a gay person, and they're saying to another gay person, oh my God, he's such a faggot because he dresses really effeminate, or he acts effeminate, or he looks effeminate, or whatever. That is sort of internalized homophobia, as if to say that being effeminate is negative or something for a man, or makes him less of a man, or something like that. So I think that's the reason it's not good to use among ourselves, especially. But when it comes to heterosexuals using it, I just think it's not something they should ever use. I don't care if and Madonna used it. I think Madonna said. Didn't Madonna call somebody a faggot? No, she said gay. She was talking about somebody being totally gay or something. And not just Kale. She said Kale's totally gay, which was a joke. But I can't remember who she called gay before that. And I didn't really appreciate that. But I know she's not a homophobe. I mean, of all people in the fucking world, Madonna Ciccone is not a homophobe. So when it comes from Jonah Hill, though, it's questionable because he's a guy and he's straight and he's sort of that frat guy kind of persona. So it's hard to know whether or not he is or is not homophobic by using this word. But of course, people make a big deal out of it. And I think that it's okay to make a big deal out of it. I think because it's not okay for people to use that word. I've been subjected to that word on my show many times by bigoted people on different networks I've had the show on. And, it doesn't ever, as I've said many times, it doesn't affect me in the way that it's intended to affect me. It's supposed to hurt my feelings. I'm not sure what they expect by saying that, just trying to make me feel as if I'm less than them or something. And it never makes me feel that way. It makes me feel like they're stupid and they're ignorant. And that's basically what I think. It doesn't hurt me at all. And so it's not about it necessarily hurting somebody else. It's about the fact that it's not okay to use that word anyway. And to think that it's acceptable to use that word if you are an intelligent, educated, moral individual, then you're not going to use that word at all. And so it certainly isn't a new thing, but it's certainly something that I think people should be aware of. If you're going to use the word faggot, then be sure you actually are gay. Basically, that's the only time I find it to be remotely acceptable, basically. So anyway, and then there is the news about Laverne Cox. She's in the show Orange is the New Black, and she is a transsexual individual. And I think she's fantastic. I think she's great. I would love to have her on the show. I know I never will, but I'd love to have her on the show and talk to her about her path in life and her experiences as a transgendered woman. However, a Chicago Sun-Time writer recently said that she is not a woman. He wrote an essay, Laverne Cox is not a woman, and said that, some things that were basically he said Bradley Manning is not a woman, neither is Laverne Cox. Cox is not a woman, but an effigy of a woman. Corrective surgery is the offer to amputate healthy organs in the service of a delusional tendency, and having a culture organized around the elevation of unreality over reality in the service of Eros, who is a sometimes savage god, is not only irrational, but anti-irrational. So I think the next, gays are getting, the gay and lesbian community are getting our rights handed to us as we've worked so many years, for 40, 50 years, trying to get equality. And it's finally coming to fruition. Slowly but surely, we're getting our rights in this country, finally, equality. However, I think the next bastion of, bigotry is definitely towards the transgender community. Now, fortunately, the transgender community has been, allied, excuse I should say, with the LGBT community for, since the beginning, or not since the beginning, but almost since the beginning. And so because of that, and also intersex individuals, so it's usually GLBT or actually LGBT. I got in trouble on Twitter. Somebody said to me, I said GLBT on Twitter about something, and they said to me, but it's LGBT. How can you use it's LGBT now? I thought it was LGBT. No, they said it's GLBT now. I thought it was LGBT, and I said I'm old. That's how we've always said it since I was a kid or since I was a teenager. It's been GLBT, and so then it was changed to LGBT because lesbians want to be put first because they're women or whatever. I don't know, but whatever the case, I don't really care if it's GLBT or LGBT. But apparently, some people will get upset when I say GLBT. Well, if you get upset with it, that's too fucking bad. I'm sorry. The L's still in there, and when I was a teenager and coming up, 14, 15, 16, all the way up to through college, at SMU, we had the GLBT organization there. What was it called? The GLBT gay and lesbian. No, it was great gay and lesbian. It was the gay and lesbian. I can't remember the name of the organization we had there when I first started at SMU. But anyway, it was GLBT something. And so it was. That's how in my brain, I've always said it: gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender. I've rarely said it lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, because that's not something that was part of my thought process when I was a teenager. So it's been something that is, some people get take offense to, I guess, lesbians or whatever, but I'm sorry, that's just me. I'm going to say GLBT because it doesn't fucking matter. Anyway, the point I was trying to make is the transgender community has been a part of our movement for a while. Unfortunately, I don't feel that they've got the same attention, and I don't know if that's been intentional by the HRC and the large gay organizations in America, or if it's just been that they're trying to get America to finally accept us, the gay and lesbians, and give us equality, and then work on the transgender people because it's going to be easier to do it that way, or what? I don't think that's necessarily fair.